guys, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be my first Shop My Stash in 2019. I've had the items in here for what, 3 weeks now, maybe a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure, so I am ready to rotate some of these out. Let's go through it. If you're new here and you don't know what Shop My Stash is where I go through my makeup collection. I pull some items that I haven't used in a while, or some new items that are new to my collection that I would like to use and try out. If this is something you would really like to see, give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Let's go through the items that were here. The last time I'm gonna take quite a bit out, and then we're gonna go ahead and shop my stash for new stuff to try out. The first thing that I am gonna take out is this mineral veil, the hourglass veil. I really liked it. It's coming out. Honestly, I used this guy only a handful of times. It was like 2 weeks where I didn't wear any makeup, so I don't know if I should keep this guy in here or if I should take it out. I think I'm gonna take it out. There are a few items in my collection that are a little bit older that I just haven't used in a while, and I think I would like to do that. Catrice Prime and Fine is also gonna come out. I really like the contour shade, but the highlighter shade was kind of blah, but it's okay. That's gonna come out. The Catrice Prime and Fine Keep Me Matte. Honestly, I didn't use this guy at all. I haven't even tried it yet, so I am gonna take it out because I do want to put some other primers in that are a little bit older that I just really need to use products in my collection. The Chocolate Soleil is gonna stay in here. That is in a project, and the Physician Formula Bronze Booster is gonna come out. This was absolutely stunning. It's great if you have like a medium skin tone. It could look a little bit orangey, but it's very glowy. I really liked it. It looked really nice on my skin. It says light to medium, but I think if you are light, this might look a little bit orangey on you. Or if you are too light, I should say. The NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer, I'm gonna keep it in here. It's not a lot left in here. I would really like to just be done with it and move on. The Dior highlighting palette, this thing was absolutely stunning. I did use it a couple times. A little bit goes a very long way, so I am gonna go ahead and take it out, put something else in. Too Faced Papa Don't Peach. Again, this is one of my favorite blushes, but yeah, it's gonna come out as well. Catrice highlighting powder. This guy it wasn't bam in your face highlighter. I would say this is very similar to the Essence Pure Nude highlighters, so I'm gonna take it out. Laura Geller, this is Diamond Dust. I am gonna take this guy out as well. It was absolutely stunning, it is absolutely stunning. Has that like purpley shift, which is not suitable for every day, but Tarte Expose, I am also gonna take out. Again, this it is a beautiful highlighter. That's what that is, kind of like a golden champagne highlight. And in here are two project pen items I am gonna keep. This is a blush and this is a highlighter. I don't want to open them because, well, you're just gonna have to watch my updates. Let's go through concealers and all of that. I am gonna keep the ColourPop concealer in here because I use it to lighten up foundations or lighten up a little bit dark concealer. I'm gonna keep the Wet n Wild concealer as well because I want to finish this guy. I am gonna take the Catrice. I really like it and would highly recommend it. It is very like thin formula. It's not very thick, it's not cakey, but it does have very high coverage. I absolutely did enjoy it and would recommend it for sure. In here, a brow mascara. Oh, okay, this is new. I don't think I put this guy in last time. This is the Too Faced glitter glue. I did have to declutter my e.l.f. glitter glue because it had went bad, so I put this guy in its place, and I really like it. It's a little bit thicker than the e.l.f. one. I might repurchase the e.l.f. one. I gave one of these to my mom and I kept one declutter one, so this is it, all that I have for glitter glues, which I'm really happy about. I don't need more than one going, but I will be repurchasing the e.l.f. instead of this one whenever this is empty, which will probably years from now. The Sephora crayon, I I don't know, I used it one day on my top lid and I tried to like smudge it and it gave me such a hard time. I could not smudge it. See, kind of like left a black spot one place. And so this is definitely more suitable for the waterline. I wouldn't choose this, or I would recommend something like this for the top line, for like the eyelid. I don't even know that Sephora still sells this guy anymore. I am gonna keep it because I would like to use it up in the like the lash line, or you know, the waterline. Cynthia Rowley's in the project is gonna stay as well. Statement, So Susan is in the project is gonna stay. This is my MAC Soft Ochre is gonna stay. I am gonna take out the Butter London, what shade? The Gleason Eye Gloss in Oil Slick. I am gonna take it out. It's definitely one of my favorite eyeshadows though. Marc Jacobs Sequins. This is, the shade is Topaz Flash. I do want to keep it in here. I'm afraid that I move it, I'm gonna forget about it and it's gonna go bad. So I'm gonna keep it in here for another round. I don't use something like that every day, but you never know. These were on the chopping block. These two were on the chopping block. I am gonna go ahead and declutter this JCat Liptitude Hydrating Lip Stain. I am gonna declutter it. It just transferred all over, like it bled through my lip lines, and I don't even have that many lip lines. So I am gonna declutter this guy, and I will be keeping the Tarte Lip Surgeons in Romantic. It did look really nice and it hadn't gone bad yet, so I would like to use it up before it goes bad or get more use out of it. But this I will be decluttering. Okay, now let's talk about, I do have a lip liner here. This is in Project Pan, so I'm gonna keep it. I don't like to keep my Project Pan items in here, but some of these I really needed to put in here because I need to make progress on them. So there's definitely a lot more Project Pan items. I just don't put it in here because they have their own special spot. Pat McGrath lipstick in Obsessed. I am gonna go ahead and take it out. I did wear this guy one time. It's stunning. It's funny because I got these this set for Christmas as a Christmas gift from my mother-in-law, so I had to go exchange it because I already had it. See how this is bleeding on, you know, the lines? Yeah, it was pretty bad on the lips too. I would so recommend this NARS lip set. Oh my god, it was like, what's it, the Narcissist lip set? All of them were absolutely stunning, super comfortable on the lips. They're like different variations of nudes, so whatever kind of nude you're looking for the day, perfect. I loved every single one of them. I think my favorite though was this one, the berry one. Well, both of the berry ones were really nice. So these are Spike and Roseland. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I have a couple mascaras in here and a brow pencil. I also have the e.l.f. brow pencil and the NYX brow pencil. I just put them in 2019, so they're not in the drawer currently, but I am still working on them. The Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade Sand Beige, 30 Sand Beige. I used this guy a handful of times. It's really pretty. It is definitely full coverage. I just kind of felt like it was thick. And I do have oily skin, and I still felt like, okay, this is not lightweight at all. I felt like it was kind of thick and heavy on my skin. I don't know if that was because of the primer that I used with it. I used the mattifying primer, and this is mattifying by itself. So I don't know. I'm gonna take it out for now. I do want to put a different foundation in. I still haven't made up my mind on it. I do plan on filming, like using a video filming, or filming a video using Catrice products along other side products. I don't have full face of Catrice, so I will show you this guy in action at some point, but for now I am gonna take it out, and I don't know, I haven't made up my mind on it, not yet. Okay, and way back here I have Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. This guy was nice. I tried to use like the sponge that comes with it to apply it. I think next time I use it, I will just use a regular like beauty blender, pick up the product with it. It was nice. It did definitely, it is very lightweight coverage. So it's kind of like your skin but better kind of thing. I am going to take it out. I'm not going to declutter it. It's perfect for like days where you just want to look like you don't have any makeup on. Okay, this beauty, the MAC Golden Bronze Loose Highlighter. I got this from my friend Kina. She sent it to me. It was absolutely stunning. I wore it a couple times, a little bit. Definitely goes a very long way. I just applied it on the high points of my cheeks. I blended it a little bit with my bronzer. When my bronzer, like if I use the matte bronzer, or even when I use this guy, the contour. So I blended a little bit with that. It looked absolutely stunning. I did not use the Bella Pierre Cosmetics, the concealer palette at all. I've only swatched it. I'm going to keep it in here. I do want to play with it and make up my mind whether or not I like it. And maybe get rid of it. Lorac, I can't remember, what was this thing called? Shine Bright. Oh, this is absolutely stunning. The blushes in here are gorgeous, super pigmented, but they are powdery. So when you put your brush into it, they're gonna have kick up. The highlighters are blinding. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I did pick up one more of these from Ulta, and I will be having a giveaway maybe when we hit 500 subscribers. So if you're interested, keep your eyes out for that. This is gonna be in it. And then in here, I also have the Urban Decay Naked Cherry. I don't know. I like the look I created. Like the first time I used it, I did not like the look. I went for this shade in the crease and like these shades. So it was kind of light. I like a little bit darker shades. So the last couple times I used it, I really enjoyed it, but the first time I was like, oh my god, I wasted my money. So I am gonna keep it. I'm not gonna keep it on the door because I do want to play with some other eyeshadow palettes, but yeah, I kind of needed to use it a couple of times to fall in love with it. And this guy, however, I was obsessed with it. Oh, I hate how dirty this gets. Like, that is just super dirty. Absolutely stunning. I used it a handful of times. Oh, this guy looks so beautiful, like highlighting under the brow. All of the shades in here. I think the only one I didn't use was this one. Yeah, this one is the only one I didn't use, but I used everything. I used this guy a lot more than I used the Naked Cherry, just FYI. And really happy with it. I don't know why people said they had a lot of fallout with it. I had basically none. So I don't know. Now let's go ahead and shop my stash for new items to put in here to play with. I'm ready for it. Okay, for foundations, I have a couple new foundations that I really want to play with. So I think from here, I'm actually not gonna get anything, but I do want to get a concealer from here. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. I want to get one of the open concealers. Oh, this guy. Let's bring this guy in because I had it and I don't know. It's been a really long time since I used it. And this is the Wet n Wild Come Correct Concealer. And this is in the shade medium golden. Hopefully it's not too dark for me. So let's go ahead and bring this guy in for concealer. And like I said, I will not be bringing anything in here for foundation because I have some newer foundations that I would like to try out. Okay, the next drawer down is blushes. And from here, this is always the hardest one. I think I'm gonna bring this guy in because I haven't really played with it so much. And this is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. I recently got it from Ulta and I think I've only like swatched it. So I'm gonna bring it in. It's kind of like a neutral blush. Hopefully it looks good on me. Bring that in, and then I will also bring in, oh, let's bring in this guy. This is also by Physicians Formula, and this is the Natural Pearl Blush. It looks really pretty, but definitely has an overspray. So once you go through that shiny part, this is what you get, which I have no problem with. So here we go. 2 blushes. I think I do have a couple new blushes that I want to bring in from like my new makeup. So that's it from here. Okay, the last drawer down in here is eyeshadow palettes, or some of the eyeshadow palettes. Try and push them as much as possible so you can see what I have. I want to bring in, okay, I think I want to bring in this guy. It's been so long since I've used it. This is the Lorac Pro. Yeah, I want to bring this guy in. I think that's it. I think just that one. If I find that I don't have enough, I'll get a drugstore eyeshadow palette in. Now let's go to the other side of my vanity and pick up some other products. Okay, so from the top drawer over here, which is my, actually no, the top drawer has like my single shadows and stuff like that, which might not be a bad idea to get something from here. Start weeding out the products that I really don't like in my collection. I know one of these I bought from the Fire and Ice collection or something like that. Wet n Wild. You know, let's just do it. Let's bring this guy in. This one and this one were from that Fire Ice Dragon thing collection. I'm gonna bring this guy in only, and this is the Dragon Scales. I'll see how I like it. Hopefully I like it, because I remember when I used it last time I was kind of underwhelmed. So we'll bring this guy in from eyeshadows. Now let's go into the powders. So for the powders, what I want to bring in, let's bring this guy in for loose powder. It was actually pretty nice. The ColourPop No Filter powder. Let's bring this in. And I really would like to bring this guy in. I actually really enjoyed it when I used it like a long time ago. Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin. I'm gonna bring this in, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory. The next drawer down is bronzers. I know I have that Smashbox contour highlight palette that I really want to bring in already. I've had it, it's new, and I haven't used it yet, so I know I want to bring that in for sure. So I think I might completely skip this drawer, or I can just bring in this guy, which I have missed. It's been a long time. Let's bring in one, and if we don't use it, it'll just stay there for next week. And the one that I think I want to bring in, no, I want to bring in this guy. This is by Victoria's Secret, and this is called the Finishing Powder Duo. This is really old and definitely is not a finishing powder on me. This is more of a, actually now that I'm swatching it, does look pretty light. Let's bring it in. Let's see what we think about it. It's been a really long time. I've had it in my collection for really long. It's probably the oldest item in my collection, like overall. So let's bring that in, see what we think about it, and we'll see if this item gonna stay or not. Okay, so for highlighters, I will go ahead, or highlighting palettes. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this guy in. This is the Urban Decay Afterglow highlighting palette. I haven't played with it like since I got it, which was a while ago. So let's bring it in. And for the last drawer down, which is highlighters, I would like to bring in, let's bring in one of these, the Milani highlighters. I remember everybody was, oh, you know what? I haven't used this guy in so long, and now that it's back, I think it's perfect. Let's bring this guy in. This is the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's bring this in. Okay, so now we moved on to my new makeup, and from here, what I want to bring in for foundation, I would like to bring in, let's bring this guy in, the one by JOAH. JOAH Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drops. Let's bring this in. And since we're at it, let's bring this powder in as well, the setting powder, and this is in the shade Peach. Should be brightening under the eyes. So is this a bronzer? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, that could have been nice. Have a couple new highlighters in here as well. Let's see, we only brought the Amrezy highlighter, but I do want to bring in the palette by Smashbox. Oh, I really want to bring this in too. this powder by CoverGirl and the CoverGirl foundation. Is that too many foundations? So for blushes, I'm gonna bring in those guys. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Incandescent Electra. I'm gonna bring in the Burt's Bees blush. Let's do that. And how about a lip color? Let's do these. Well, let's do all three of these. And then we'll do swatches when we put everything back. So I think that's it from this top drawer. As much as I really want to bring in the CoverGirl foundation and the CoverGirl powder, because I heard some really good stuff about them, I do have a new foundation I want to try. So okay, so here's this is the other foundation that I just picked up when I made my return for the product that I got from Sephora, like the Pat McGrath. I picked up this guy, and this is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. This is like the newest one that she came out with. And I got the shade 2 and 2. That's what the girl working as Sephora matched me to. So I really want to bring that in. I really want to try it. And I do have a lot of Laura Mercier products that I really want to try. So let's go ahead and bring those in. Oh, this is the eye kit that I want to bring in from Persona Cosmetics. That's what it's called. Color Theory eye kit. And I have the pink. Well, again, we'll do swatches when we put everything back. There's that huge palette from Smashbox, which I'm kind of thinking against right now because I really want to bring in this Laura Mercier products. Let's bring those in. I have a bronzer and Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. So let's bring these two in. Oh, and I picked up her Translucent Glow. I don't know, I like a glowy setting powder, but I think this might be too much for under the eye. I haven't tested it out yet, so I'm not 100% sure. Since I am gonna skip this palette by Smashbox, I do want to bring in some more bronzers. Do I want to skip it? No, I want to bring it in. Why not? It's a lot of products, but oh well. Okay, I have some lip products. Oh, I ended up picking up another one of these when they went on half off at Ulta. Yeah, I couldn't pass on that. That was definitely something I had to do. This is a new powder also to my collection. A setting powder. I think I want to bring it in. Let's do it. This is by Besame. So let's do that. For setting spray, I definitely need a setting spray. I moved that Catrice one to a project. So I need another setting spray. And I think what I'm going to bring in is... ooh, let's bring this guy in. Morphe. Let's do it. It's new. Gotta use it. Okay, here are my primers. I think I want to bring these two in because they're supposed to be dupes for each other. Let's go ahead and test them out. This is the Physicians Formula Spotlight and the Becca Shimmering or Backlight Priming Filter. Let's bring those two in. So much controversy about these. I'm going to close my eyes and point to one. This one. And we're going to use it. Okay, ring the alarm. That's the best way to choose a palette, isn't it? I don't even remember which one was this. Okay, good colors. Let's go ahead and choose some lip products. I had picked 3 and they were the newer ones in my collection, or the newest one to me. Most of my lip products live in this container right here now, or organizer. Since the eyeshadow palettes that I picked out can be like neutral and then the pink one, so I think we can do well with nudes as well as like reds. This here has the majority of like my lip glosses. Let's see, let's bring in the Fenty lip gloss. So that would leave me, so that this way I have a lip gloss, a matte lipstick, and like a red matte lipstick. Am I saying that correct? And a neutral matte and like a regular lipstick. We can do a couple more. See, there might be some in here that are just ready to be moved out of my collection. So this could be like the perfect opportunity to bring one in and see like if I like it or not. Okay, I'm gonna bring this guy in. Tarte Lip Surgeons in the shade is Visionary. That's it from this little bin. In here I have my liquid lipsticks, and there's some mainly crazy colors in here, so I don't think I'm gonna bring anything from in here. This is all like the reds and pinks. No. Like hot pinks, no. Okay, here are some nudes. Okay, I'm bringing this in because I think I don't like it at all. So here's my chance to try it, see what I think about it. So how many lip products? Let's bring in maybe one more. These I've used very recently, and I don't think I'm gonna bring any of them in. I have a lot of my reds up here, and I have another spot for my lipsticks. I think these are ones that I had been debating about, these three, and that's why I put them in this little section. I think this one I really don't like. Let's bring it in. Okay, so here's the majority of everything, or the stuff that could fit in here. Let's go through it and we'll do some swatches of the stuff that I didn't swatch when we picked them out. I don't think we need to swatch these loose powders, but let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and show you this Besame one. This is the Agent Carter collection. Look how stunning this is. Like, the packaging is so pretty. It does come with a little bit of a sponge and like the compass on top. It does look like it would be very translucent. Feels really nice. I love their loose powders. So when they put this guy on sale, I jumped on it. And then here's the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder, and I picked up the shade 2. This reminded me a lot of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders. That's what that looks like. It would be more suitable as a finishing powder. Cannot wait to play with it. I kind of been obsessed with Laura Mercier products recently. And here's the Laura Mercier bronzer, the baked bronzer. I kept hearing people rave about it, so I had to pick it up. Ooh. Looks like it could be a contour slash bronzer kind of product. Very nice. And put in this guy. I have a feeling it's gonna get decluttered. I don't know, I'll have to see. And then for blushes and highlighters, I only put in the one highlighter, like I said, which was the Mercier highlighter. Let's do a couple swatches of these blushes, these two blushes. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting blush, and this is in Incandescent Electra. These are all like different, like they're baked all like different, so if you buy this one, it might not look exactly the same as the one I have in the pan. I think that's like what someone had mentioned once to me. And then here's the Burt's Bee one, which is cute and pink. It would be probably good for someone with a cool skin tone. This is Shy Pink. Okay, here are my nothing was added to here except this concealer by Wet n Wild. In here I put in the two primers that we are gonna try out. Here's that foundation by Laura Mercier. Look how sleek this bottle is. If you would like a review about this foundation, let me know. Be more than happy to do that. Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette is in here. That's the JOAH foundation in here. That's the Bella Pierre concealer thing. And then let me open this guy. So again, this is the Persona Color Theory eye kit, and the shade is pink. So what comes in here is an eyeshadow palette, a brush, and an eyeliner. Pretty happy with the eyeliner. I haven't used it, but I was really happy to get a new eyeliner. This is the shade Plum. Okay, looks very creamy, feels very creamy. And this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It's beautiful. Wow, that is very beautiful. And looks like a blender brush. So the only thing that I don't know if I want to end up putting in here or not is the Urban Decay Afterglow highlighting palette. Let me open this guy and show you what it looks like. Oh, there's my receipt. I think I kept it because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna keep it or not. It's so pretty though. Reminds me a little bit of that Dior one, but the Dior quality, or yeah, it was so much nicer. Ooh, they're pretty. I think, yeah, I'm gonna put it in for sure. Now let me show you the eyeshadow palettes that are in here, and then that would be it. Here's the Lorac eyeshadow palette. Call me crazy, but I'm thinking about trying to pan this or hit pan on a couple shades of this, because this is the oldest eyeshadow palette in my collection, or I think it is the oldest one in my collection, or one of the very oldest one in my collection. So I think I want to try and do that. It's been definitely loved, but not as loved as it has been with other people. There's a couple dips in here, but I've seen some people have done some serious damage to it. Let me know what you guys think. Should I go for it? Should I try to? And then here's the Morphe Jaclyn Hill, and we ended up getting the Ring the Alarm palette. Kind of nervous to try it. The only one I tried out of this collection was the army green one. When I first bought them, that's the only one I tried, but we'll see. And then lastly in here is the Smashbox Contour Book, or what is it called? Contour Book? It's called the Holidays Contour and Spotlight Palette. There are, I always forget, two contouring powder? So I can't remember how many of each, but here's what it looks like. So this looks to me like a highlight, highlight. This is definitely contouring over. Anyway, this is what it looks like, and I am looking forward to using it. This was such a great value. Even when I bought it on only 20% off, when they put it at 50% off, I was like kicking myself for not waiting. Kind of wanted to buy a backup, but I was like, come on, Rania, realistically, you're not gonna need a backup. So I ended up not getting a backup. Looks like 6 spotlight, 6 highlighters, and 3 contours in here. Contour, bronzer, and like setting shade or brightening shade. Anyways, this is it. And yeah, my Morphe setting spray. I'm gonna somehow try to make it fit in here. Ooh, we did not talk about the lip products. What? Okay, I don't know how we forgot to talk about the lip products, but let's go ahead and talk about them or swatch them. This is the Rimmel Kate, and the shade is 46. I think this is just concealer lips on me. I don't know. Actually, it kind of looks pretty nice. Pretty warm nude. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and give this guy a shot. The Ofra Long Lasting Lipstick in Verona. I don't know. It's just not a color I go for. Like, I don't know, too chocolatey for me. Have to see. This is the Tarte Lip Surgeons in Visionary. It's a lip gloss. Ooh. Looks like it could go with a lot of different lip colors. Lots of nudes this time, you guys. And the Fenty Beauty, I've had it in here before, but so good. This is the first one. What is it called? Gloss Bomb. Is Gloss Bomb the line? I don't know. So that's in here, and then let's do the more nudes. This is those colors Katie and Desi and Katie collection, and I think this is My Main. The shade is My Main. Looks like a beautiful maple color, doesn't it? Okay, there's that. And then this is also from the same Desi Katie collection with Dose of Color, and this is Hey Girl. I know when I first got this, one of the ones that it had like completely broken out of the tube, so Ulta sent me a replacement. I don't know whatever happened to the other one that broke out of the tube. That's what it looks like. Looks like a little bit rosy nude, doesn't it? Looks really pretty. And then I have the lip liner in here. We don't need to swatch it. And this is the Lime Crime, the Velveteen, whatever. And this is the shade Red Rose. Isn't this beautiful? Let's see. That is, let's swatch it over here. Ooh. Very, very, kind of like a vampy berry. I didn't expect that. Thought it was gonna be more red. Anyways, this is it. This is what I have in my stash, or this is what I shopped my stash for the next 2 weeks. Again, if you guys would like these videos to be a little bit shorter, we pick a little bit less products but do them on a weekly basis, let me know in the comments below. If you're curious about any of these items, like maybe the foundations, it's new, also let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.